Hi folks, and welcome to Dominion World Championship Finals. Here we have sillypotter versus nasmith99, and I'm joined here by Sicomatic.
Hi folks.
Yeah, so these two players made like a very it was a long path to this finals match, along with really strong opponents. And here's the first board.
Yeah, actually, I've done my homework here. Smith beat, amongst others, Sea Hag and J Nails, and sillypotter beat RTT, Sispix, amongst others, and somebody else. I mean, most of the players are more known than others in the community, but those were the biggest or the hardest matches, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think of the board?
I mean, Suez is kind of sad, I was going to say, but there is bad, so maybe you get Suez at some point. But other than that, I mean, the only draw is Crossroads, right?
Yeah, looks like it. The Crossroads Island combo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, do you try to build some Crossroads deck? Seems kind of tough.
Yeah, it does indeed. I mean, I guess it's a little bit helped by cargo ships, but it's not a really strong combination or anything.
Maybe capitalism is a thing. You can, I imagine you have like lots of scavengers and mystics, and you discard every time top deck something, they play a mystic, and then maybe you have another scavenger in hand and discard again. Some kind of draw, but it's also kind of wonky. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not by any means a strong board, say.
Cargo ship open looks reasonable.
Yeah, kind of looks mandatory, I'd say.
Yeah, cargo for some reason I thought changing was Night Watchman. Then that would be a decent open, but it's not so. Maybe double cargo. I mean, setting aside a vampire on turn 3 for your turn 4 would be quite good.
Yeah, I think I like double cargo, and then you kind of are likely to get capitalism at some point.
Yeah. I mean, the downside of double cargo often is that if you see one cargo turn 3 and you play it, and then, oh no, that's a sad case here for Smith.
Yeah.
Then whatever you set aside should not be a terminal, because otherwise you get collision with your other cargo. But in this case, if it's a vampire, it would be fine. But yeah, seeing 2 cargos turn 3 and not hitting 5 is obviously quite sad.
So they opened with 4 cargos, and
So I like it.
what do we get here? You can go like, I mean,
Take another one.
yeah, and still get a vampire, right?
Yeah.
So apparently sillypotter also had the cargo ships collided, but he does hit 5.
Yeah, that's of course quite nice. So I think you go for a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Smith also hits 5 here now with the incoming cargo.
Yeah.
Probably also gets a vampire.
What do you get, I wonder, with your vampire play?
Just a bizarre. I mean, I'm still not sure if it's Crossroads or not for draw. But I think maybe just getting thin and playing still lots of, I don't know, bazaars and some cargo ships and whatnot. I don't know. What do you think of the Crossroads?
It kind of feels to me like maybe you just play it mostly as a money deck with like some help from capitalism. Like add some scavengers, some cargos and whatnot, and like a gold or 2 or something, and just try to hit provinces.
Yeah, that's probably.
And I mean, you might also take like a crossroads with that, but not as a main strategy, but maybe if you miss like another cargo ship or something.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right to me. There's a question in chat about buying sewers here. I think that's reasonable. I mean, at some point, I think you want to buy it so that you can probably maybe trash like 4 cards with the incoming bat, and that looks quite attractive. And I don't see anything good to buy here on 3 anyway, so why not?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I mean, sewer's bad. It isn't like a greatest combo ever, right? Especially without draw. But it's something definitely.
Instead,
What did he get?
another cargo.
Uh-huh. Well,
For any Smith, I don't know if you want a second vampire. Maybe it could be capitalism already. No goes for the second vampire.
Curse is annoying.
Curse is indeed annoying, yeah.
Gets a bazaar. All right. I wonder if maybe bazaar is maybe like capitalism was better than bazaar. There. I mean, it's definitely easy to say that seeing that hand, but
Yeah, but any Smith gained the bazaar with the vampire, right?
all right. So
He bought another vampire, so it would have been
yeah,
capitalism or vampire.
yeah. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
And maybe that's also a point. Capitalism over vampire. I mean, of course, you don't know that you're colliding here, so
Gets a snow. Yeah.
those are a lot of cargo ship collisions, but I guess they both have 3 of them, so it's not that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sillypotter did bottom deck their bat, unfortunately, right?
I think so. Yeah. So they both have one, and
Oh, here they are too. That's a lot of cargo ships here. I think it's gonna be this capitalism cargo money kind of thing.
yeah, it looks like they're moving into that direction. I wonder if Naismith gets the sewers now.
Yeah, that looks reasonable. I mean, you don't have a cargo, so nothing to cargo here anyway. And next turn is the bat, and I think you are likely to trash like 4 cards with it. Maybe it's all guaranteed. I don't know what those 5 cards are. But
Yeah, he doesn't have another cargo ship down there, right? He's seen 2 the previous turn. He only has 3, right?
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so it could just be.
So sewers looks quite good actually.
Yeah.
Crossroad. The problem with crossroads draw here on this board is that I mean, it's really slow, right? You need to get the coppers out, and copper trashing is kind of crappy with the bat. So I don't know. By the time you set it up, they're gonna be really far ahead on provinces.
Yeah, that's probably the main problem. Otherwise, I mean, it would be nice to have some draw here, but I think I'm with you there. It looks a bit too slow. So Smith gets another cargo instead of.
Oh, and
there
that.
was another cargo down here, apparently.
Oh yeah. Okay, we kind of miscalculated that. That was a really nasty hex there for sillypotter, right? That stole trash from him.
Yeah. At this point, I would be kind of afraid of not hitting 5. I mean, I have like a million cargoes, but no other economy. I guess like a couple of bazaars, so. But not hitting 5 for capitalism would be quite bad now at this point.
All right, that hand surely isn't afraid of like internal space.
Yeah, and And it's gonna hit 5 as well. So it's looking decent.
Yeah. So this crossroads does nothing for sillypotter here, sadly. And the second cargo ship also does nothing.
Maybe the first one doesn't even do anything because he's gonna get capitalism. Let's see. Maybe just another bazaar because you really want to set aside something here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously, it's much better to buy capitalism when you're not when you don't have any cargo ships in play.
But when is that gonna be with the billion cargos they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I like the bazaar here over capitalism. I mean, deck tracking would kind of help, right? So we know what we expect from our next hand. But that's the beauty of commentating and not playing, right? You don't have to pay attention to everything.
Well, do you really need to pay attention if you're playing, though?
I mean, certainly not to two players, right? It's sometimes even more than enough to pay attention to your things.
No, I usually don't pay the whole lot of attention when I'm playing, but maybe that's the reason why that I'm not in the finals here. All right, triple cargo.
And sillypotter did buy another cargo over a bazaar, is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit. You know, they really like the cargo ships. I mean, it's a good card.
I guess he knew that there was a bazaar down here, and the idea is probably, well, I want to use another cargo ship on my next turn, so and so on.
I guess so. Looks like we have a commie in the chat.
Cargo ships. Is there? It's down here for Elizabeth. Elizabeth still has like 2 estates, right? I wonder if you were supposed to like set aside, buy like island crossroads here and still transition to some kind of draw. And then you can play the island immediately on your next turn. Like get like bazaar, crossroads, island here. I mean bazaar with the vampire and set aside the island and the crossroads. And I think there's another estate down here. I mean maybe it's just stupid, but I hate those not drawing, you know. I want to draw a card.
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, so we don't really have the whole lot of terminals left down there. I kind of like the, you know, I kind of like the gold.
Yeah, gold. Not sure about gold. Or like a bazaar.
I mean, you can do both.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not sure about more vampires. I mean, it's kind of surprising that they never stopped for the sewers, and at this point, I mean, it's probably too late, right? But I think Norisius might have paid off. But, I mean, they have both have 2 vampires, so I guess the alternative would have been just playing with 1 vampire and getting the sewers. I mean, it's basically just for the first trash, like trashing 4 cards, gets in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really reasonable for now to assume you're gonna get the 4 cards trash at this point.
No.
Oh, hey, that's another.
Snowy and Changeling.
Looks like a nasmith has some ideas about how this board should be played. Misery could be slightly annoying here.
It could, for sure. It could also not matter at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm slightly surprised about this changeling.
I mean, it's just a delayed bazaar, kinda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is a game number 1.
So is this the time sillypotter gets capitalism? Probably not. I mean, right? Probably still get another bazaar, and then at this point maybe you're never getting the capitalism.
Looks like they are just going to skip it.
Yeah.
Does a nasmith have a bet down there?
Somebody has a bet somewhere. I think it might be the case, yeah.
He played one next the last turn, right? Yeah, but he still has another one, I think.
Oh, so is now with the idea that changeling can changing mouse and trash is something now.
Right, that's fancy. Oh, hey. That's a nice one indeed.
That was probably part of the reason why he got a changeling in the first place, right? With the idea of buying sewers next turn.
Might be the case. So, meanwhile, the piles are kind of getting a bit low. I mean, there's not a third pile, really.
Yeah, I kind of want to start by provinces now.
Envious does nothing really. Poverty, I guess poverty also doesn't do the whole lot, right?
I mean, it discarded true economy, so might do something. Especially if you find a bet now, which you can't trash enough. Okay, can only choose one.
Yeah, that was sound on it. Only one cargo ship, so maybe we're gonna see capitalism this turn. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, we played all the bazaars here, right?
Yeah. Bazaars and only true cargoes. I mean, there is another snowy down here, which is solving your terminal issues if you see it. And setting aside something like gold would also be kind of good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can set aside whatever you gain with the vampire anyway, so that would have been an option. It goes for mystic. Double mystic, I guess, which is at least like one guaranteed hit. Oh no, never mind. Only one cargo. Next turn.
And how's mystic better than a gold here again?
Yeah, it's not so clear to me. I mean, vampire had to gain a 5 cost, right? And I guess maybe like if you see both of them in one turn, at least you get like one guaranteed hit, but yeah, I don't know. But then again, I mean, the dex is mostly cargos and bazaars, so you have a decent chance of hitting something. I guess there's also some coppers remaining on both sides.
Well, yeah, quite a few actually.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I'm responding to Jones, who says that any Smith gets a guaranteed Mystic Wish if any Smith decks his track, right? You can play Bazaar and Snowy, and then you should know what's on the bottom. Kind of.
I guess so.
I mean, it's kind of annoying, right? You have to figure it out if you don't know already. I mean, isn't it like 2 cargos down here? Maybe feels like it. I mean, somebody said it's lots of terminals down here.
Yeah, we've only seen like what two cargos previous turn. He got one. Yeah, he got one at the start of the turn, and then he only and then he played one. So I guess he has like 5. So there are 2 more down there.
Yeah. My bet would be that he doesn't take very long because he's already trying to figure out what those 3 cards are. And then you can do it a bit quicker. The annoying thing is if you know it, it's like 2 cargos down here and then you draw both of them and then you have to think again. Might be like two cargos and a copper maybe? I don't know, it's just wild guessing, so.
It's not a bad. It's not an estate because the nasmith doesn't have any estates. He played 4 bazaars last turn, so and here's the 5. I don't think it's a bazaar. It must be just a copper.
The cargo split is 355, isn't it?
Which split?
Cargo ship.
I'm not quite sure, but I think it was they split them even. It definitely feels like that. Okay, so here's the gold for sillypotter.
One cargo's in the trash. Oh.
Yeah.
Who trashed cargo?
It's they both did now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess crossroads time. Yeah. Oh hey, so there go the duchy. All right, here's I think it's a copper. Yeah.
Okay. He figured it out.
Oh hey, and nasmith was able to trash a copper from the sewers.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Province Crossroads looks quite reasonable, huh? No more messing around. Apparently they started to green heavily. And that's a really bad hand for sillypotter here.
Yeah. Okay, this is another guaranteed hit. Because this crossroad is never going to draw more than 1, and now you can wish for Bazaar. Did he play Bazaar on the last turn?
Damn it, it's hard. He played 1, right? So it's not a Bazaar, I don't think.
Yeah, okay, he played 1, yeah. Is it?
It's not a cargo ship. It's look, both crossroads. I think it's just another copper gain.
What about the Snowies?
Oh right, right. It's snowy, right? It must be a snowy. He only seen 1 last turn, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a Snowy, yeah. Should be a Snowy then.
Come on, nasmith, we figured it out.
Famous last words. So it's not a Snowy.
Yeah, I mean maybe he's thinking of, maybe he doesn't want to trigger or something.
But it might actually be a consideration.
Just to leave the snowy on top. Not play the bazaar.
Yeah, but okay, not play the Bazaar. I go 5, think you really want to play the Bazaar to have 8 to trash at least a pop
Yeah.
here. Okay, he just triggers, which I think is correct.
So there are like a couple of coppers down there. A cargo ship, another bazaar. Cargo ship, bazaar, 2 coppers, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I don't know the copper count, but okay, which is for copper and found it. Yeah, I think that's right.
So do you just trash 3 coppers here? Buy Province Crossroads again.
Yeah, that's certainly an option. I wonder if you were... Yeah, I think it's probably good. I mean, I was wondering if the bats are running out of food at some point, but I don't think the game's lasting that long, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I mean at this point, you are probably, you still have another copper, right? And also you can still, you can trash one of the crossroads if you really want this vampire back. I don't know.
Yeah. Deluded. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it might do actually something with sillypotter. Maybe wanted to buy a crossroads. So.
Well, now he won't.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely a very unlucky hand for sillypotter. He drew all the garbage. No crossroads in here.
Yeah, looking pretty good for any Smith.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you even do here? Just trash 2 coppers and skip?
Maybe buy a beggar.
You can't.
Oh, you can't. Never mind.
Buy the silver.
Trashes an estate. I mean, at this point, I think I may have wanted to keep the estate with a crossroads.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather trash the coppers there. Wish for bazaar. So bazaar is like, that was a good option, definitely. Now that we know that it was there. Obviously, the card you want to see the most is crossroads, right? But there are only 2 of them.
Yeah, still wishes for it, which I think is fine. Still gets a province, so yeah. And sillypotter doesn't even hit 8 here.
Yeah, it is sad. So province is set aside, so it's gonna be some good crossroads draw this turn. Snowy first, right?
Yeah, I think that was correct. But I mean, maybe there are too many actions down here.
Oh, right. Actually, we need to go through all the bazaars still, right? So maybe, yeah.
I mean, it would have been 6 actions, right? So you can play some stuff, but maybe not enough, yeah. So, and also, yeah, he knew that there was no green down here, which is the main reason for
I guess.
not playing Snowy first. Just trigger this.
I mean, yeah, now you can play it in any order. I mean, now it's probably makes sense to play Snowy, right? Because, I mean, there are definitely enough terminal space by now.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's also what he thought about it. He decided it's not the case. Okay.
You kind of want to set aside a crossroad. I mean, I guess it's Bronze Crossroads Dashi, right?
Yeah, you can set aside
And
all of those.
it really looks great for Nasmith now. So whoever asked for a crossroads draw, here you have it. At the end of the game.
Yeah, it's interesting, like going for green rather early and then adding the crossroads. I was thinking, like, if you do it, maybe you want to do it from the start, like get some islands, keep your estates and whatnot. But I think this variation of the crossroads deck looks pretty good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Nasmith takes the game on number 1. Pretty comfortably. it's kind of it's somewhat hard to say whether I feel like he had some maybe a little bit better draws at the start of the game.
At the very start, he missed the turn 3 hitting 5, which was favored. sillypotter hit 5 on turn 3, so I'm not sure, but I guess maybe then later on nasmith draws were better, but I also think he played it nicely.
Yeah, that's true indeed. Oh, yeah, that definitely looks like an extra menagerie board.
Yeah. Horses, King's Court. No plus buy, though. Oh, there's animal fair if one pile runs.
Yeah. Which, I mean, can happen, but it's
Sorry.
yeah, it looks like a city activation situation, right? Then nobody's gonna want to get the last to empty a pile just because opponent's probably gonna have an animal fair by that point just to prevent that.
Yeah, but with Kiln you can mid-turn gain stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, King's Court Kiln is kind of a thing. Which is kind of confusing. You play King's Court, Kiln, and then you immediately get like a Kiln, and it's annoying.
Yeah, one thing I remember about this combination is that the only time I got it, it didn't work the way I expected it to. So I still don't remember how it works, but it was something messy with it. So sillypotter gets 3/4 and nasmith gets 2/5.
Which is better. I think I like I don't know. I mean, goat herd, you can decide to sheep it if you don't want to trash, so that's certainly an alternative use for that.
I mean, you do want to trash, right?
Yeah, sure. But I mean, if you have like the typical hand of 3 coppers, estate, and a goat herd, you may want to consider just sheeping it and getting like a paddock. I don't know.
Oh, hey, so Naismith wasn't actually thinking about buying an estate, he was just disconnected.
Yeah.
So do you get a second gold herd or like a silver as sillypotter?
Yeah, silver's not that inspiring with sheep, right? You can always sheep.
Yeah, so sheep.
I mean, okay. Yeah, double goater is also not okay, goes for the fortress. Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
That looks like an early animal fair now, apparently. I mean, why else would you want a fortress now?
I mean, it's silver worst case, right? So, I'm not sure if it's animal fair or paddock here. I guess animal fair gets you to King's Court faster. It goes for the paddock though. I mean, I think I'm not sure about the choice there. Either one seems fine to me. Okay, Annie Smith with another 5 here gets another paddock. So now do you trash or do you think you trash now? We could buy another paddock.
I think maybe you just try and trash just because you know that they don't have they ain't gonna take advantage from you trashing because they don't have any gold herds of their own.
Yeah.
And they will get there at some point. Yeah, like Nasmith gets one here. That's another gold herd, I guess.
Yeah, maybe another paddock for sillypotter. Just sheeping this. I mean, it would be nice to find. There's another paddock down here, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen the other one.
It would be nice to find that, but it's not guaranteed. And hitting 3 is kind of, or 4. I mean, I guess 4 is a bit better. I think you sheep it, but I'm not sure.
Well, sillypotter already seen all the states shuffle. So if he plays this force, he's gonna hit 4. But yeah, getting a guaranteed paddock is probably better. So force for nasmith, an unfortunate collision for sillypotter here.
Yeah. Just keep taking paddocks.
I mean, I guess if you do, they ain't gonna last till the end of the shuffle.
Yeah.
So maybe you just go for them.
I mean, once you are able to buy a king's call, you also don't have action issues anymore. I mean, sure, when the paddocks run, you don't have those anyway, but if they don't, maybe you're still fine with a million paddocks. I mean, it's not so easy to hit 7. I guess you have to find your fortress and play 2 paddocks. Or draw with goat herd if your opponent trashed like 2 cards or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, here's a Kiln now already. Well, I think it's a little bit sketchy to get a Kiln now, just because it would be, you need to find, in a single hand, you would need to find your fortress, then your Kiln, and then your, like, I don't know, whatever paddock, right?
Yeah.
So it's really sketchy there.
So does nasmith hit 7 here? Looks like it if he wants it. But this goat herd would also draw something, so it's not so trivial.
Yeah, goat herd draws a card now for nasmith.
Okay, he prefers to just take the king's court, which I think is fine. I mean, king's court in this shuffle is just so good, right? You also have a bunch of horses in there.
Yeah, and obviously preventing sillypotter from the goat herd from drawing is a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard for me to evaluate this when you just. I mean, at some point you really want to trash, right? No matter what.
I mean, to be honest, if you have like king's court and played like 6 paddocks and whatnot, you might be consistent, like even without having thinned too much.
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah, that's exactly the problem with the early Kiln. I mean, I guess if that would be another paddock, it would have looked the same, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, livery.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sillypotter didn't trash anything, so I guess you just go ahead and king's got the horse here.
Yeah, it must be king horse.
Yeah, like here, I mean, and it's not like with this one turn, he's putting like 1 million horses in the shuffle now, right?
Yeah.
Thing is not that important anymore. I think now is when you add the Kiln as nasmith, probably.
Yeah, that looks good. So that's like 9 horses there.
Maybe actually keep one estate even. I mean, just in case nothing empties. And what do you do with the money anyway?
Mm-hmm. That looks good.
I mean, I guess you can even keep 2, but
I'm not actually sure a nasmith gonna trash anything here. At all. Well, never mind, he does.
okay.
He gets a kiln.
Yeah. And next time, I think he wants to take an animal fair, but Sillypotter's also taking off here, so this is pretty tight now. And Sillypotter already has the kiln here, so
So how do you play it? Is it... do you kiln for King's Court, or do you... Yeah, I think I like this way that Sam suggests. You play the forest, then kiln, then King's Court.
yeah, that looks good. Yeah. And then you try to. Not sure if you have to draw to actually King's Court a paddock.
The ideal would be to play a livery before killing. But
Alright, livery's also in the deck, yeah.
Sillypotter does have 2 fortresses, right? Or does Nasmith have 2?
I think Sillypotter has 2.
Well, he can play Godheart first, right? And I think as Sillypotter at this point, you don't really care about giving the draw to Nasmith, because Nasmith draws anyway, with the 10 horses top decked.
Yeah.
You can just trash all the cards you want. Maybe you even... I don't know, maybe you even... if you get a King's Court out of a kiln, maybe you just king a Godheart here, just for this reason.
I think I'd still prefer to king a paddock if I can. Okay, place a king, place a fortress. What's that card called? Gold.
Yeah.
Dust trash and copper, okay. Still didn't see the livery.
I mean, you still play a fortress, right? And you need to find another fortress, though. Here it is.
There it is.
What's the rest of those? I think we have all the paddocks now, livery, both fortresses, a kiln. There is a second Godheart down there, and like another copper, I think. So he'll be able to trigger the horses shuffle, but maybe he ain't gonna draw through the second King's Court.
Yeah, this is confusing. I mean, you could also just King's Court the kiln here. That gets you what? 2 kilns and then paddock? Because, I mean, you play the kiln, then you play it again, and then you immediately gain 1, and then you play it again. You gain it again, I think, and then you play a paddock and gain a paddock.
Yeah, well, I think it does give you 2 kills no matter what. Something like that.
Yeah. It doesn't get you a King's Court though, but on the next turn, you have so many kills, you might be able to kill for more King's Courts. At some point we also want to add the animal fair, right? Because I think we want to have that in the deck once one pile empties.
Yeah, well, thing is, right now you can't with only one kiln you can't empty mid-turn, right? Oh, hey, that's actually not exactly true, right? Because you can you can gain more kilns mid-turn, and then you can use them mid-turn. Yeah.
Is that actually looping in some way, like kills and king's courts gaining? Probably doesn't gain king's courts. I don't know. It does gain king's courts if you do it in the right order. Yeah, sure, you need to draw to loop, but then it loops.
So yeah, apparently the sillypotter is now considering between getting an extra king's court or getting two extra kilns and like extra paddock.
Yeah.
And both are good options.
I think I prefer taking another king's court. I mean, I know I mentioned the other thing earlier, but it was just like something that's possible. I don't really think it's better. So I like taking another king's court here, which means you play the kiln now, then you play a king's court, and then you play the paddock. And then you trigger and you have horses and king's court in the shuffle. The question is, what do you buy? So he goes for that. Wait, what? Okay, sorry. For some reason I thought he was out of actions.
Yeah. That's...
Trashing all the coppers is okay, I guess.
Alright. So play another one and trigger. I wonder what you buy here. Is it an animal fair or do you just skip it?
I think you buy the animal fair. I think we kind of established that somehow something loops and the next turn you might be able to empty a pile. Oh yeah, I think buy the animal fair. Don't even have to trash a horse for it.
I mean, you might.
Yeah, so I think I like sillypotter's position here.
Well, they both have a kiln, and they both have two king's courts. Both trashed nicely. I don't... Well, the only difference basically is that well, sillypotter does have an extra fortress, and that accounts for something, I guess. And he does have a livery.
Yeah.
I think I prefer a nasmith position just based on the fact that nasmith gets a turn incoming.
Yeah, but what is this turn doing at most? I wonder.
Well, you find your fortress and then you get well, I don't know, you get another king's court like sillypotter did, or you get the more kilns, or I mean you face the same choice basically like sillypotter had this turn.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I was thinking that it's all about the plus buy from animal fair somehow, and if I'm the first one to get an animal fair into my deck, I think I like that, unless I'm somehow leaving a pile out open for my opponent and I never get to play my animal fair, which would be sad, but other than that, like, I would like to be the first one to have an animal fair in my deck.
Yeah, that sounds right. So it looks like this livery actually, is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also like, okay, just gain what? It's still gain some horses, right? So.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like it's bad, but it kind of... All right, so it's 16 coins. What's that going to be?
Playing the copper to not get resigned.
Yeah, you can salt just to, you know, as a friendly act to help a nasmith with it. Oh really? You just go for colony? I don't know.
Well, yeah, me neither. Now I like any Smith position.
It's like, but you can easily build to multiple colonies per turn, right?
I would think so, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna see some Kiln action.
Yet to draw a fortress. And what else is there? Just the horse, I guess.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
so I think NA Smith should buy the MFA on this turn then.
Yeah, it looks like it. Like green in here, I mean, it's hard to believe an nasmith will not be able to catch up with the addition of plus buy.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get a single plus buy, you get like a lot of plus buy, right? Just because of Kiln and whatnot. And King's Court.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done. You
Yeah,
go.
I was thinking about, okay, this colony looks maybe not so good, but if NA Smith takes like lowers too much here, then and doesn't buy any points, and sillypotter, even without having plus buy, might be able to do crazy King's Court kill stuff and just pile out and have the points here to win. So it's not that trivial for NA Smith to get like, I don't know, a million Haddocks and Kilns and King's Courts, because sillypotter does have pie pressure even though he doesn't have plus buy.
That's a good consideration.
I still think you go for an animal fair here. I mean, it's just too hard for me to evaluate how much you can lower without lowering too much. It's complicated.
So it looks like, you know, like the previous turn, sillypotter was thinking about basically the same thing a nasmith is thinking about now. Looks like.
Looks like it, yeah. What else can we talk about? How was your path in the championship? I didn't.
Well,
Out by.
you don't know because there was not, you know, there was not much to notice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got a buy in the first round, and then I won one, and then I lost in round 3, I think, something like that, or maybe in round 4. I don't even remember, to be honest. Oh, hey, so we king in the Kiln, and then
lots of kilns. I mean, he has something in mind here. He's thinking for 3 minutes and then he's going like crazy and does exactly what he...
Yeah, and all of a sudden he has a lot of cards and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, can he pile and tie? Is that the plan here? No, you can't pile here.
You know, I like this game. There are like a lot of cards flying around and whatnot. But it looks like it piles.
You can't gain more King's Courts, can you? You can. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, so I guess... Right, Haggler. If only Smith had kept the estate, right, he could... I mean, if it piles, I think it piles, yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't pile, that would look, well, suboptimal, let's just say.
So what does it mean that, like, Colony was correct, right, for sillypotter?
I guess so.
Yeah, this looks like going for the tie.
So yeah, I mean, looks like sillypotter was kind of aware of the possibility of that happening.
Is it not a tie? Yes, it's not, right? You can only gain 2 paddocks.
All right. Well, that's a GG then, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, how many kills does sillypotter have?
It's only one.
Wait, what? No, why don't you sign?
I mean,
I mean, how does sillypotter get 3 paddocks? With only 1 kill.
Oh, hey, he can get more. All right, that is weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's possible. So I think Smith just...
I mean, he kind of failed in what he was trying to do there, apparently, but it was still not a game.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's a bit strange, yeah. I mean, even if you have like the wrong thing in mind, I would still like see that my opponent kicks off, right? And then resign. I mean, he should resign in the first place, but yeah, I don't know. He just felt like, oh no, this doesn't work.
I mean, it's not a question of opponent kicking off. Opponent has like 10 horses top deck, but it's
yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was under impression that sillypotter would be able to do the same basically, but yeah, with no extra kilns, it's not possible. All right, let's look at the new one, I guess.
Okay, so Groom can gain stuff, like all the components that you want in Village Green and Gear, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey is plus buy, so you can build some engine here, Haggler for extra gains. It looks like a pretty standard, strong kind of engine.
Yeah. Jester kinda looks bad, I guess. Just
the competition in Haggler is kind of...
Yeah, just because, you know, Haggler is so great, so...
So I guess you open Gear and maybe.
Yeah, that looks quite natural.
I want a monastery at some point, but doesn't have to be in the open.
Groom for another groom here or something.
I think I would take the village green already, maybe. Take village green and gear, maybe next turn by the monastery, something like that.
It's village and the gear.
Yeah, now set aside coppers. I mean, as any smith and maybe buy the monastery. Maybe you don't need the monastery that early, I don't know.
I watch a lot of Naismith videos, and I like how he's in this kind of situation. I think he sometimes just says like, oh hey, so groom is like super great card, and monastery isn't like a very good card. So maybe I'm just going to skip trashing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he chooses this path here, but it would be his kind of thing to do, I guess. So meanwhile, sillypotter hits 5 turn. Is that going to be a Haggler or just another 4 cost?
Good question, yeah.
Gets a gear.
Okay.
And hits double 4 this turn if he wants to.
Okay, and Smith does go for the monastery.
Yeah.
All, which I think correct.
Yeah, I mean, monastery is helped here by grooms, right?
Yeah. And also gear can set aside the monastery if you don't have the groom in hand and such. I mean, it doesn't look like this is going to work out for any Smith. Because he sees the monastery without any gears, but in theory you could do that.
By Piazza now. just to help the monastery.
Yeah, sure. Probably Haggler.
Yeah, you would imagine. Oh, never mind. Gets another groom. Not a greatest draw for sillypotter. He gets a monastery though, so I guess it's fine. That's a groom and monastery set aside, I guess.
It looks nice now in terms of being able to trash for any Smith.
Yeah.
Sillypotter maybe should play the groom first here and then play the gear. Set aside the groom and
Whatever he draws, yeah.
Yeah.
Might consider setting aside an estate, anticipating the monastery next turn.
Yeah, I like that.
So it looks like they're not in a hurry of buying Hagglers. Gets a Piazza.
Yeah. I mean, groom is kind of like a Haggler. It also gains your card. It also comes with a horse, so... I mean, at some point, the economy of Haggler is good, and you can also monkey the Haggler and still get the in-play effect.
Yeah, that actually works really nice to get on this board, where it's monk is the only plus buy. Will the Piazza hit?
What choice is there for? I guess you can decide if you want to set aside the cards from gear into your hand first or Piazza first.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a horse. That's convenient.
It is. Yeah, that's definitely going to be like a really fast 3-pile game. I mean, in terms of fast in terms of number of turns. Anyways, not maybe not in terms of time the players take.
I was thinking about next turn in this village green. Place it now. Take another village green and another gear or something like that. Yeah, and trash all the estates.
Yeah, that sounds great. Take like another groom here.
Yeah, groom is also reasonable. Yeah, I mean grooms, gears and village greens are in danger of piling here, and once you have the overdraw, well, I guess you also need to have the actions. The thing is, if you have lots of grooms, you can also have an eye on piling out estates.
Oh, that's true. And also, I mean, actions. Piazza actually is somewhat likely to hit. Starting from like the next turn, I mean, it ain't gonna be like super reliable, but it is gonna be extremely likely to hit.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about Piazza over the Haggler when sillypotter got it, but I guess it has worked out with immediate hit on the horse.
I mean, on the other hand, what do you need the Haggler for? Like is the groom just better? I mean, Haggler is like moving into provinces, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I mentioned earlier with monkeying the Haggler and like buy 2 village green, gain 2 gears or something like that is also pretty nice. So I would get it like as a combination of the Haggler effect itself and also with the idea of wanting to monkey it. Although, to be fair, at this point they don't have that much economy, right, to make use of the 2 buys, but at some point Bruins can gain silvers.
I don't really think we ever gonna see that.
I think we might.
So that was not the greatest turn for Naismith. He bottom decked a couple of village greens, it looks like.
Yeah.
But still, 3 cards trash, and this turn he should be able to kick off conveniently, it looks like. And let's see if sillypotter is going to draw here. The Piazza did not hit this time. Meanwhile, it's game number 3, and we have 98 viewers, which is quite a lot for this game.
Yeah, that's nice.
So,
okay, you have overdraw for the first time.
Yeah, sillypotter did not draw nicely the last turn. But sets aside a village green, so his next turn is gonna be is supposed to be good.
It's looking pretty good for Smith.
Yeah, he can get village green number 6 now if he wants to. That is it a little bit scary to just lower here and not green?
Yeah, I was asking the same thing to myself. I don't think so. So let's see, how much did they trash? Yeah, I think City's Potter's deck is just not good enough here to pile out. You would have to overdraw, right? To gain and play more grooms.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, let's imagine the Piazza hits, and then he does have what? So an Smith has 3 coppers. Oh, never mind. It looks like sillypotter has all the coppers.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, it will be hard.
So what are we doing here? I think I want to groom for the last village green and next turn it. So I think that kind of threatens to pile out next turn on grooms and gears.
Yeah.
And next turning this village green should help with that, because you can play lots of grooms, which you kind of need to if you want to pile out.
Or you can get a village plate now, and I don't know if you maybe get a duchy with that, by monkeying a gear and a horse, and it would be, and trash the coppers, and it would be super safe, and you still threaten the pile out the next turn.
Yeah, I think the main question is how much you think sillypotter can do. And if you think, well, they are not threatening anything, then I would like to just lower and not score. But if you think they can, then you would have to probably score. But as we said, I mean, sillypotter hasn't trashed any coppers yet, so I don't think they have overdraw, and overdraw is kind of needed if you want to pile out.
That's true. So here goes the last village green.
Oh. Okay. I would have thought that you play the horse instead of the gear and next turn this, but maybe this is better, I don't know.
I also feel like maybe if you buy an estate, I think it was equally possible to buy a duchy there, or maybe Naismith just wants an estate just because he wants to pile the estates the next turn.
Can he pile estates? He has only 3 grooms, and then he would still need to. Okay, he can empty the grooms first, and then but then emptying gears should be easier.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have to monkey a lot to pile the estates. I'm not sure if he has the actions for all that. Maybe if you groom for the estates, you're not losing any actions. So
well, I don't know. Let's just agree on this on the fact that Naismith is going to be able to pile next turn. Like,
yeah, that seems pretty likely.
Basically, no matter what, I think. Well, I mean, even if sillypotter gets to like a bronze here or something, I think even that in this case, Naismith will probably be able to get the estate somehow.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. One thing that somebody was mentioned in chat, that reds pile out is also not possible, right? If you gear this one estate and just gain 2 reds, then the reds auto pile.
Mm-hmm.
You will still have to gain the last 2 gears somehow. I guess you can groom. You would have to groom for 2 reds, groom for 1 gear, then monkey.
6 times.
3 money left, and then pile out.
All right. What should sillypotter do now? So his Piazza hit a groom.
Yeah.
Naismith does have 6 villages. Yeah.
I don't know what to do here. Looks pretty tough. I mean, you can't really lower grooms or gears as sillypotter, but then what else are you taking? Yeah, maybe just silvers. I don't know. Trying to hit province at least.
Maybe it's time to rub some curses in. You get a couple of Sea Hags, and you know.
Yeah, never too late.
Sea Hag is actually a really strong counter against Piazza.
Yeah, right. You can even play Sea Hag and then Chester, so give him 2 curses.
Well, unless they have village green set up for the next turn. Anyways, I mean, I think you maybe get a bronze and hope that they try to do the estate pile out and fail.
Yeah, maybe.
which is you know, very low chance, but is a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's completely easy for any Smith to pile out, to be honest. But even if, let's say, sillypotter does get a province, like his deck is so bad that any Smith can just prepare something good for next turn. So yeah. Okay, what did happen? He gained 2 silvers. Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like he can hit bronze if he wants to here.
Yeah.
He'll also be able to trash quite a few coppers here, even if he only buys bronze.
Bit unfortunate that he didn't find the second room, otherwise this monastery would have trashed even more.
The next turn might be a little bit sketchy, because all the... Well, he needs to draw a village now.
He did duration a village green, so that's helps.
But yeah, let's see if Nesmith is going to be able to get the estates here.
Okay, so what would that mean? Only 3 grooms. You pile grooms and estates. Is that the idea?
I mean, maybe you still get the grooms and gears and then like buy bronze. Maybe it would be still easier.
Yeah.
Than estates.
Okay, 6 villages. You can play 7 grooms. I don't think. I mean, if you play 7 grooms, then you don't have anything left to, like no monkey and stuff to buy enough points, right? And 7 grooms would only empty the grooms and the gear, so I'm not sure it's...
Yeah, I guess it's not possible.
And the other thing would be, it's also not possible, like grooms and estates. You can play 6 villages, 7 grooms. No, I don't think it's there.
Alright, sillypotter has a village green in play, right?
Yeah. So maybe sillypotter's position is not as bad as we thought. I think I still like Annie Smith's position, but...
Well... what should we... I guess an Smith... Well, if he can pile now, I guess he gets a bronze and maybe gets like another... adds another groom. Or... Although at this point, sillypotter can probably draw. Potentially.
Yeah, but can he overdraw? I don't think he can. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he can lower because even if sillypotter draws, he ain't gonna have enough actions to like empty 4 grooms and then some, right?
Yeah, that might be right. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I guess you gain 4 silvers here to get province. Try to duration some village greens. Take another groom, maybe.
Oh no, where are all the money? Rats? I don't know. People discussing rats in the chat. I mean, how are you supposed to do it when you need to score something?
Yeah, you need to score province, which is quite hard. I mean, you don't have the actions to do monkey enough.
Yeah.
Okay, here come the silvers.
You next turn a village green, right?
Yeah, I guess. And then you can groom for something.
I think it's another groom.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
It still looks kind of safe, and you can. Oh, just gets an estate.
Okay, next turn this.
All right.
Clearly still looking at the estate pile out. So is it possible now for any smith to pile estates? Now it might be possible. But I guess sillypotter is going to buy another province. Well, that doesn't actually help against the estate pile out.
Let's see if Piazza's going to hit. Oh yeah, village green.
Nice.
It's definitely a nice start of the turn. Do you discard it? You can discard it, right? Piazza does not discard, right?
No.
So you are just, you're just playing it then.
Yeah, no style points to be gained. Okay, so Chef's saying that this might win because he can play 7 grooms, but I don't think he has the draw. Wait.
He still, I think the last horse is in Sillypotter's deck. Is it true?
I don't know.
I think so.
No, and it's with set aside.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. Yep.
Okay, he did play a gear. I don't think this wins anymore.
So the last card is a village green.
Okay. Oh, he played 2 gears. Yeah, this doesn't win. I don't think. Not enough draw. Or not enough actions, however you want to put it. Because if you play village green now, you have 4 actions, and then you can play another village green, you have 5 actions. You can only play 5 groups, right?
So yeah, it looks like. Can he like Province Duchy or something? He can, right?
You want to gain 2 more silvers, I guess, or 4
Yeah.
even?
I mean, what else is he going to do now, right? He needs to score more than just the province. He can't touch the states.
Yeah.
So it looks like he needs to aim for Province Duchy. So
Yeah, then you can get rid of all of the coppers, so that's all kind of nice. There's no way that sillypotter can do the reds pile out thing now, right? I mean, he can set aside a province with the gear, but no. Yes, no, he doesn't have enough grooves because he would have to gain 2 reds with the. Yeah, okay, this doesn't work.
Akko, the last card is village green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean rats. You know, they ain't gonna stop if they see a province. They're just gonna eat that.
Yeah, that's why you would have to set aside the province with the gear, and then go ahead on the rats, but it's not working here.
Do we have enough money for province dashes? So, 2 more silvers, draw with the gear, and you need to monkey something. It's like, yeah, but you would need to. Yeah, I think it works. You can draw the silvers, then play village green for the next turn, and then monkey the groom, right? And it's enough
Yeah.
money.
Exactly enough, and yeah, works, yeah. And then you trash 4 coppers and see what any Smith can do.
Oh, maybe you don't even want to trash all the coppers, but I know.
I think I won't trash all of them.
Yeah, I mean it's you are on the other hand you are kind of saving the economy, but on if you don't have them, you can save on playing the gear next turn, for example, because you ain't gonna need to draw those extra cards.
Yeah, I mean, draw is not that easy anymore, right? To add province duchy, you just added 4 silver, so I
Yeah.
can get rid of coppers.
So just set aside a province or nothing.
I think you set it aside. I think it's like,
Yeah, because you don't want to spend the terminal space to play this gear next turn, right?
yeah.
And apparently Sillypotter doesn't want to do that.
That's strange. It doesn't make any difference for Piazza because you put 1, does it? No. I mean, 1 action and 1 green card out of the shuffle. It helps Piazza. Right, because action density is whatever. I would still have set aside the province either way. Because of the thing you said that you don't really want to play the gear if not necessary.
All right. So what's Naismith supposed to do now? He didn't lower the grooms the last turn, so he still can't do the piles.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Tricky endgame here for sure.
Yeah, it looked at some point that Naismith was in a like a winning position, and now it's not that obvious, right?
Yeah.
Because he kind of gave the Sillypotter a possibility to kill the rest of the coppers, which was the main problem for Sillypotter.
Maybe Anismus can double province here.
Well, no more gears, right?
Yeah, I don't think it actually works.
What's the last card? It's not a green card. It's a, oh hey, yeah, it is a groom. Yeah, it is a groom. I don't think he can double. He ain't gonna be able to draw.
Yeah, I guess not. I was wondering if you go like, you play the village green, then you group for silvers, you group for another gear, and then you can groom for more silvers, and then you have some draw in this shuffle that you are about to trigger with a gear and a horse, and does that work? Maybe. And then you would have to monkey like a village green. That's a lot of work. I'm not sure, like, if that's what you want to do here.
Yeah, but then if you do all that and you get the gear, then doesn't it give Sillypotter the potential of piling on gears and estates the next turn? I mean, it looks sketchy, right? But
Okay, he goes for the gear. Goes for an estate. Okay. Interesting.
it's not an estate, it's an nasmith. So what's it going to be?
Yeah, it's just set aside. Do you want to play the groom even? I mean, it looks like just province for NA Smith. Well, unless, I mean, I guess you can do the silvers now again and then play the horse and monkey the village green and go province duchy.
It somehow feels like... I mean, how hard is really to do gear and estates for sillypotter? Is it like really impossible? You would need to what? You groom for... well, top decks is silver, so that makes it harder. So
Yeah.
you groom for gear, and then you groom for estate, and then you need to play 4 more terminals as monkeys. Yeah, I guess that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it looks quite hard. What do you do now? I mean, you could monkey those and just buy province, but I think you take an estate and hope to draw. There's another silver down here. And some other stuff.
But then, yeah, then if you take an estate, then an nasmith easily piles, right? Well, I guess at this point, there is not, it's not guaranteed because the decks got significantly worse. But
Yeah, monkeying both might be better.
I think that's like the default here.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the last cards? Definitely another village green. Another... Is there another gear?
Yeah, I think it's another gear. Sillypotter has 4 gears and Smith has 5, I think.
So, village green, silver, and gear.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think, yeah, monkey both by province.
I mean, what are the options here, really? You
I mean,
can't...
I guess the other option is just gaining the estate, even though it is might be losing. But I mean, these are, I think, in my opinion, the only options right now at this stage.
But I mean, what does the state do for you? I mean, imagine you get the state and then you draw like a silver. And
high roll, quote unquote high roll would be I draw the gear and then I can play the gear, draw my other silver, set aside groom and whatnot, and then still hit province. And like that I have some stuff out of my shuffle because I have it under the gear. But yeah, you're not guaranteed to draw the gear. The gear, and also lowering the state seems quite bad. Okay, anything is going for it here. Is it so easy? Monkey. No, you can't trip monkey.
right, 1 groom left to play.
Okay, this wins right, yeah. You can buy a state gear duchy. Spade Gear province even.
Yeah. All right. So that's a win for Naismith. It was a game number 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are 2-1 in Naismith favor. And here's tea time for sillypotter. That's very cute. Actually, I'll happily join sillypotter in this ceremony, and also I'm gonna be back in a couple of minutes.
I actually already have my tea here, but it's not really hot anymore. And so far these kingdoms have been quite interesting. Especially the King's Court Annual Fair game. What else is there to say? I mean, Naismith is pretty impressive. He's the reigning champion of this thing from last year, making it to the finals again. Pretty good. Would be the first back-to-back champion. Guess I'm gonna step away for a moment as well.
All right, so we're still drinking the tea apparently. By the way, I always wanted to know. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Naismith videos and listening to his commentary, and I really grew to like his accent, and I mean, it is some I mean, it is some sort of accent, right? Is it what you call a southern accent or something? If maybe somebody in the chat, uptalk, what is that? Yeah, probably it's maybe it's not called an accent. I don't know. All right.
Right, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. I was talking with chat about the way Naismith talks. Apparently, it's not a southern accent, Haku says, and maybe it is something that's called uptalk, which I don't know what it is.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, it's really cool how our community is so international. I mean, look at what's going on right now. A German and a Russian commentate on an American and a Japanese player playing.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
All right. So looks like we're going to see game number 4 now. We do have Piazza again. And Piazza did not help a sillypotter the last time. Let's see, maybe this time it's gonna be different.
Yeah, both players with a 5-2 or 2-5.
Do you get a minion just to find your page faster?
Probably. Open minion page. You can also take a research or a Falconer.
Yeah, Falconer. I mean, with all the there's not a single card you want that doesn't trigger Falconer, right?
Yeah, right. That's funny. I guess potion. Maybe at some point. I'm not sure. Do you play with pools here?
I mean, pools kind of look like the best drawn.
Yeah, probably. Funny, you might see her in turn 3. No, not now. Okay. Oh, right. We can, right? If nasmith opens, yeah, that's an early.
That's really
Get
good.
research. Wow. Oh wait, I guess if you get research, you trigger a shuffle next turn.
Yeah, and you don't want to have that, so it's just a page. Maybe it's like a potion.
Yeah, potion. Interesting. I guess it could have been like if you play if you played on your regular turn, you could take the monastery and trash 2 cards. Wait, no, this is wrong now.
Yeah, that's funny.
I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to undo, or he just didn't think about it.
Yeah, that was a mistake, right? Here's a fair for sillypotter.
It's an early fair.
Yeah. So this treasure hunter is going to here to get a couple of estates.
Sims, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, does that maybe push you into something more money-ish? I mean, it looks kind of bad, but getting 2 silvers is not ideal.
I don't know because
Let's say if you want to play with pools and minions, is what I mean. I mean, maybe it's fine.
Yes, I think Silver Saint ain't really a problem because of research. It's a really good research food.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, what now? As sillypotter, do you take the research now? Research is the state.
I think it's like the research potion.
Yeah.
But yeah, like get in another monastery, that would be funny.
Yeah. Although at this point, I guess you're gaining 2 silvers anyway, so would it even matter in this case? I don't think it would. Okay, research looks reasonable. buys another page.
Yeah. What did he research? So page is there on the mat. What's the last card? It's nothing important. Yeah.
Would be tempted to buy 2 cards here just to trash 2 coppers.
Yeah, but maybe you just want like a minion.
Yeah, that's I guess the alternative. You could take like potion page maybe.
Oh, hey, actually, I like what Sam suggests here. Buying an extra copper is not for fun only, right? It's for opponent's silvers, right? I mean,
right.
you don't know that they necessarily have the treasure hunter, but you know they might.
Yeah. But we didn't really decide on if we like silvers or not, right? So you also have to think about that first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think giving a free silver is, I would rather do that than not, I think.
I guess we are not really considering stuff that does not trigger opponent's Falconer here.
Yeah, not really, no. Like a gold.
Yeah, that would be really bad.
Right, and Smith reacts to the Falconer, gaining what? Enchantress, yeah.
Sadly, no copper for sillypotter.
Yeah, too bad. Okay, Falconer discard. In this case, actually, I was gonna say friendly, but probably not, because sillypotter would have been able to probably buy something and then react to Falconer.
That worked out quite nicely for sillypotter here.
Yeah.
That's just a pool, I guess.
Yeah, probably just pool.
Might think about fair, but
Yeah, at some point I guess you will have to stop a turn for buying the fair, but with a potion in hand, I think I like the pool.
yeah, I mean fair is going to be increasingly hard to buy.
Yeah.
So it looks like they are kind of skipping the minions so far, and it's still, you know. Oh hey, Piazza. All right.
Piazza against Scrying Pool is kind of questionable, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess you can have enchantresses, right? So
Yeah.
it kind of negates that.
Yeah, right. Forgot about that.
And also you're gonna have protection pretty soon, so... Alright, that was a friendly warrior there. It looks like sillypotter is ahead.
And Smith still doesn't have the fair, which kind of hurts him now.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to just accept the necessity and go for it here. Nope.
I guess the upside was that buying this pool still activated his Falconer.
Yeah, and he got some... how many silvers did he get? None. Alright. No silvers. Well, so I guess this monastery ain't gonna be all that great, but it's still something.
Yeah, so Smith has probably more deck control now, but is lacking a bit of payload. not sure who I favor here.
Yeah, definitely, as Xerix points out, the 4 pulls to 1 is a big deal.
Yeah.
Potter gets Enchantress. Enchantress attack is kind of not the important thing here. Alright, that's a potion top deck. That's really not what you want to see here.
Oh. Top deck's it. Okay.
2 silvers. And then I do even take an idol, I guess. It's better than a gold. Although it it triggers the Falconer. Well, I guess you're gonna trigger it anyway, right?
Yeah. What now?
Another Falconer. So it looks like they're not interested in minions, and I mean, I guess at this point it's it's not gonna be a minion deck. It was never meant to be a minion deck. It was just minions were to help to find the page line things, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate for any Smith. Last turn he had 9 potion and just bought the pool, and now he doesn't even hit 4 for the fair.
Yeah, that's really sad for Nasmith, definitely. Doesn't even want a page. Well, I guess that's reasonable because page doesn't do the whole lot, and well, but it does trigger Falconer, so.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bit sad to draw the pool dead here.
Well, I guess it's very lucky not to draw a champion, though.
Yeah, that's also.
I mean, I wouldn't play this warrior, to be fair.
Yeah, that's lots of enchantresses gained for sillypotter, so it looks like pools and enchantresses is the source of draw here.
Yeah.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, sillypotter has.
Oh my god, that's a lot of silvers.
Well, I was about to say sillypotter has more payload, but maybe that's not true now.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, you're gonna trash all the coppers, so why not? I think I would even trigger this and then research a silver, and looks totally fine to me.
Yeah, you might even. I mean, you ain't gonna buy a pool here. You might even consider researching a potion here, I think. Just for this extra card.
I don't. Maybe, yeah. Now you can gain an idol and react the Falconer. And I think you still have to buy the fair now, right?
Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to do?
And then trash all the coppers. So that was quite a turn.
Yeah, but this reminds me of this, of this old meme, like 11 coins herbalist.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You can decide to trash some of the silvers. Do you want to?
I mean, at this point, you're probably drawing them quite conveniently. So you don't really need to trash them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, sometimes it's strange that people make like this hard distinction between copper and silver. I mean, the difference is just 1 money, and yeah, okay, you're trashing your coppers, but not the silvers. And I mean, it's kind of intuitive, but sometimes I think you should be willing to say keep coppers more often and trash silvers more often. And people think like, okay, copper is a bad card and silver is decent, something like that. But
Yeah, I mean, it costs 3 coins. Yeah, it can be bad.
yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Okay, sillypotters, Piazza misses. Enchantress page.
Oh, do you really want another page though? It's a...
Actually,
Ah, interesting. Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know. Seems pretty strange to me.
I mean, it's nothing spoiling really. The nasmith doesn't have a potion, so pools are not anywhere close to pile, right? Enchantresses, yeah, but that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is probably a parity thing, but I don't think like sillypotter will just double province every turn now. And well, I guess any Smith might, so what I'm saying is I think sillypotter kind of has to hope that any Smith is not able to double every turn anyway, and this duchy doesn't really help your position in that case, I don't think, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, let's see what the nasmith can draw here, and it isn't much. So yeah, that's pretty sad. It's just 7. I don't think you really need to research the duchy with 3 enchantresses in play. I mean, you drawing.
Yeah, probably not. It was not really meant to be all that serious. But I guess you research the silver. I mean, I don't know how much total economy sillypotter has in the deck. Is it even enough to double? I mean, I guess with the Falconers you can always gain like silvers if you need to.
Well, I guess sillypotter doesn't really have the whole lot of pools.
Yeah.
So that's somewhat of a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem, and also not hitting province this turn is probably, yeah, gonna seal it, I think.
Yeah, because the nasmith just doubles again, and you know, with all the pools and having 2 enchantresses in play, so
Yeah.
sillypotter gets another. Just trashes a copper, gets another duchy. It definitely draws this turn because it has 4 enchantresses in play. Well, a nasmith doesn't draw this time though.
Yeah, not quite.
He might
I mean, yeah.
keep
Silver's a
drawing,
cool,
yeah.
but yeah, you think you can gain like in a page here?
Yeah.
And there is another pool down here, right? Or did it get discard? No.
Yeah, with the champion in play.
Yeah, okay, right. There's that. I don't think that you necessarily have to like double province here. You might as well just say that, okay, I'm fine having a pool on top for my next turn. Maybe just, I don't know, research something here in the monastery, for example, and then go like province duchy, for example.
Kill the research.
Okay.
So 2 silvers bronze in the pool. Alright. Another silver. Does another silver give
I think the copper. This is just for style points, right?
Must be.
Versus the copper now.
Oh, never mind. It's not the style points.
Yeah, you have to play. Okay. I mean, it is also style points, in addition of being maybe the best play.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if sillypotter can draw now.
Okay, 2 more silvers.
And the answer is he can't really.
Not really, no. Guess you take. I don't know what's down here. It's not no more pools.
I mean, what's up with the money? 2 more silvers means double bronze. But then your next turn, I mean, you definitely ain't gonna draw the next turn, right?
Yeah. Maybe just take a research the potion, and take 1 silver, so you can province duchy at least. Can you? Or 6. Okay, go through the page instead. Okay. Oh.
Well, this Falconer ain't gonna trigger though.
No. The province duchy.
I mean, he can consider a pool here, but it's a bit too late for that. You just need to get the points. Kills 4 coppers.
How many cards did he gain? Could he have trashed the potion as well? I mean, people suggesting trashing the potion over a copper, which is also a consideration, but potion can be researched at least, but I mean, the game is not lasting that much longer, so I don't know.
Yeah, for to benefit from researching the potion, you still need this game to last 2 more turns, and that probably ain't gonna happen really.
Yeah, but if sillypotter gained 5 cards this turn, then he should have left the potion hands, so he would have been able to trash it. And apparently it was 5.
Oh yeah, he got 2 silvers from Treasure Hunter, 2 cards from Falconer, and then yeah, it was even 6, I think. Okay. Alright, so Nasmith already drew an oath, right? For double bronze.
Yeah.
What's the last card, I wonder?
I wonder if he was supposed to maybe gain a research earlier and just stop here and play the research. Still double to have a better turn.
Knowing of all the pools he has down there, maybe it was the correct play. I guess you just research your monastery here.
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know what's the last card, but Enchantress. No. Yeah, it was Enchantress. Page is double.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, never mind. Oh, alright, I guess. What?
No, I don't. I mean, gaining what? States?
Alright, I guess idle can. If you like get everything and then the boon, yeah. What Jones says, but it's it's really far-fetched to anticipate that.
Yeah, I mean, you could say, okay, I'm so far ahead, I don't want to risk this, but I think this is even riskier because now 1 dot might just like cost you. Let's say sillypotter goes for a province here, and then Nasmith just does, for example.
Yeah, which is possible.
Like sillypotter goes for province duchy now, puts him up to 25, and then Nasmith, let's say, is able to just province for some reason, and then province duchy, does that win? No, it still doesn't. But I mean, yeah, I don't see not taking 2 provinces there. Yeah, I think I also like province duchy here.
Yeah. Also, I mean, playing the treasure hunter, like, imagine how many silvers do you get? Like, well, actually, not that many, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 silvers. Yeah, that's a lot. 4 silvers, and then imagine you trigger that. That would be like really terrible with the idol. So, well, it doesn't trigger though, and gets to double.
Yeah, but do you want to double?
I mean, I would imagine if you play the treasure hunter, that's what you do. That's what you go for, no?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to double, I guess, but then I wouldn't want to play this treasure hunter.
Do you trash the estate? Apparently not. Okay, let's see what Anismus can do here. Doesn't look that promising yet.
Well, now it looks better.
Well, Fool to the rescue. Okay, this is 14. Yeah, okay, this wins.
Yeah, that's
Gain a silver.
that's already enough. Yeah, just draw the silver, gain 1, and here we go.
Alright.
Yeah, so that was game number 4, and so far, it's 3-1, I think, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's it called? A match point? Is that a word?
That's a word, yeah.
Okay. And a Naismith gets to be a first player here. So let's look at this board.
Okay, this looks like lots of heralds, lots of conspirators, take all the arch points, and then go from there.
Yeah. Summon looks great here. Well, I guess it kind of conflicts a little bit here with the Herald overpay. But
Yeah, it does look great. Yeah, and I would take the Norman camp here. I mean, hitting 5 is great. Hitting 4 is sad.
yeah.
Would be surprised to see any Smith take. Okay, he takes conspirator.
I mean, you're never going to buy a silver here, right?
No, I was thinking maybe he is even thinking about the Nomad camp chest to have higher chances of hitting 5 and then maybe summoning turn 3 or buying a sentry.
So this must be a century, right?
It could also be Doctor for 3. I mean, there are 3 estates down here. There's also the Lookout, which you might reveal, which is kind of sad then.
Gets a doctor. All right, that's really that doctor definitely worked out. I mean, the thing is, Century is going to be a great card after even after you trash, and Doctor is just going to suck starting from now on and forever.
Yeah. Sillypotter collided here, and this doesn't hit 5, turn 3 and 4. This looks quite bad, I think.
Yeah. It's probably a Herald time for Sillypotter.
Probably, yeah.
Does he have a... he doesn't have a Lookout, though.
Yeah.
Wait, what how did he... Oh, right, never mind. He got Nomad Camp Conspirator, right?
I'm not sure about that Conspirator turn 2, actually, right?
Yeah. Gets a Herald. Should you trash a Doctor here? I think you should, right?
Yeah, that's probably, yeah. And what's the alternative trash copper by? I mean, having 5 money in the deck would be kind of helpful. I mean, he still has, but. Clear to me.
Kills a copper. So does want to play this doctor still. I didn't top deck it though.
You got a Herald hit, but still didn't hit 5, and now again doesn't hit 5.
Yeah, that's really some quite terrible draws there.
Okay, now still trashes the copper.
Gets a silver. Lookout first.
Yeah, get rid of the state. Discard. No, I guess it doesn't. I guess you discard the doctor.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna be able to play both doctor and. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you can discard copper and then play a doctor as well. Trash this copper. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, okay. Look at the differences here in cards trashed.
So do you summon like more money here, like a plus buy?
Yeah. Could also take the artificer and discard for a bucket maybe to get rid of the last copper and add the plus buy this way. And artificer also helps the potentially at least the lookout. You can discard the last state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sillypotter is playing really quick now, and that's kind of, I think it might indicate some, being tilted a little bit about these draws.
Yeah, but this turn was nice, right? He can summon and get another focus, so I guess he could also not summon and take the sentry.
Yeah, sentry is still useful for Sillypotter because he didn't trash anything, right? He never got any of treasures here.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of would be tempted to go like summon Herald and buy Conspirator here and hope that it somehow works out, and then later I want to have an Artificer and still the Sentry. I don't know. Like you can discard with the Artificer your bad cards and then maybe trash them with the Sentry. Okay, goes for Doctor now.
Yeah, I mean, trashing, you're kind of guaranteed a 3-card trash here if you get this Doctor, so maybe that's quite reasonable.
Maybe it's fine, yeah.
And like summon a Herald now or something.
So he only has 4 money.
Oh, never mind. Yep.
Well,
oops.
But okay. He still has a nice starting hand. Yeah, he just overpaid for 2 to be able to afford a Herald.
So what? Nasmith. Yeah, didn't quite draw nicely this turn. Just kill an estate apparently. Buy like a plus buy.
Yeah, I still kind of think that Nasmith is looking at gaining a duck at mid-turn. Yeah, it just takes another Herald here.
Let's see if that's gonna be a good doctor.
Yeah, that's nice. 2 coppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sillypotter is actually somehow still in this, right?
Yeah, he never got to trash before the last turn, but he definitely has more stuff.
I know you go like what? I mean, 9 would be nice for an Artificer and a Conspirator or something, and 8 maybe it's just like Conspirator Herald. Maybe double Conspirator even. He already has 5 Heralds, so that's quite good.
Goes for Conspirator Herald, yeah. So can a Nasmith get the 2 Heralds here?
right, he can. No, he... I guess he can take a conspirator here and play against Herald instead. Yeah, okay, so he was able to play 2 focus.
Yeah, that worked out. And he also trashed the copper with that.
Oh no, the Heralds are not hitting.
Whoops. Yeah, that is sad. Like, really sad.
Yeah. Conspirator Ducat looks reasonable.
Yeah, sillypotter doesn't have an artist still. Just gets a conspirator Ducat.
Yeah, and Smith can do more because he's thinner. This lookout discard can come back to bite you, right? If you discard it with Artificer and then play a Herald, you might have to trash something good.
So I guess you can trash either lookout or doctor, and I guess you trash lookout just because of herald interaction.
Yeah.
All right, this turn looks much better already. He already drew all the states, so ain't gonna be able to trash the whole lot. Oh, never mind. He does have an art now, right?
No, NA Smith has both of them.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I think you should have played the Doctor earlier, right?
In this case, yeah, it looks like that would be better. So down there, Ducat and the copper.
He just doesn't want to trash, apparently.
Apparently.
Okay, triple conspirator. Well, that certainly gives you some arch points. But I really wanted an artificer this turn for sillypotter. Like, I'd much rather trash and then only go like artificer conspirator or something.
Yeah, drawing through all the junk is gonna be increasingly harder.
Yeah, but 6 heralds and 6 conspirators is quite something. Okay, now you can trash the Doctor.
Yeah, so I ended up having this lookout. I mean, it's like whatever, it's not that scary. Do you get a Ducat for free? Oh, it's not for free, right? You're gonna that means you're gonna be top decking something.
Yeah.
It's probably not good.
I think NA Smith just gets the last conspirators here. I guess you can summon them, both of them. Yeah. Okay. Now hold on and think about if you want to play this Doctor. Nope. Now you can trash a state.
And a state guaranteed, yeah. So sillypotter does have a lot of arch points. He has the majority of both heralds and conspirators, so that's definitely something that's going for him. Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, I think I like his position. Go like province, double artificer maybe. Could also just double, but I think I still want to have this artificer in the deck.
Yeah, just because, if you're drawing fine now, but if you start adding green, then it's going to become a little bit sketchy.
Yeah. It could just be 3 artificers, but I think I like province, double RT. 2 RT summon nomad can be, yeah. I don't know if you need more plus buy.
Yeah, plus buy doesn't really... Triple summon horse raiders. That's That's one way to do it, I guess.
I mean, it's a guaranteed province next turn, so.
Yeah. Art to centuries. That feels a little bit like spinning.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I mean, he refused to trash like all the time, and now he's going for double century.
Yeah. All right. So here you gain another. What's the last card? It's not a herald, right? He only has 4 heralds.
And he also only has 4 conspirators.
Yeah. It's the second arty, right? Yeah. Do you... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you like discard for another nomad camp here? You kinda risk not drawing. Yeah, Herald is hitting an arty, but imagine if arty just draws you like a silver.
It's kind of hard to keep building from here, I feel like. Okay, you can add another nomad camp and whatnot, but I mean, the best cards are already gone. Conspirators and heralds.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, was there? Oh, there was a... I missed that. Lookout trashed what?
Conspirator.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it went too quickly for me. I didn't catch that.
Alright, so... Sillypotter is back at it. It's still...
Sorry. Just looking at this kingdom.
Yes, Sillypotter is still. I mean, Nasmith is still has his match point, but Sillypotter is the first player now, and they are now 3-2 in Nasmith favor. So if Sillypotter wins this one, we continue to play. And here's the next board, and it looks. What's going on here? We do have... Oh, hey, that...
Do you embargo the recruiter here, or do you just buy a second recruiter?
Yeah, that's a good question, huh?
Yeah, Embargo Wayfarer, yeah. I mean, the Sea Hag, if you play Sea Hag, you can buy a cheap Wayfarer, so embargoing that makes sense. That's also part of the reason why Smith got the Sea Hag, I think, so that looks like a good embargo target.
Yeah, that's interesting. Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I just bumped my mic. I hope it wasn't too loud.
Oh no, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
And that shuffle trigger is also quite helpful, right?
Yeah, sure, because obviously this hand is not the cards you want to see.
Sad thing is that you have 2 recruiters and no estates down here. But okay, I mean, you might draw 1 estate off of the second recruiter play potentially. Yeah, sheepdog I like. Okay, you just draw the estate immediately, and another one.
Do you want like a blast here?
Yeah, I think I want a blast, yeah. I mean, recruiter is nice, but a real another village is... I mean, could also buy the Sea Hag now, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need a blast right now, but he's gonna need it quite soon. Like here, maybe.
Probably.
Oh, hey.
What a nice food.
Now that's a good one. And gets a wafer. God damn it. So yeah, this one's definitely going really great for sillypotter.
Yeah.
Not a very helpful boon for nasmith. Well, I guess he was able to discard it in the recruiter, so it's not that bad, right?
Yeah. Okay, nice for sillypotter to find the village here. I mean, just stretch a copper.
Yeah. So wafer Sea Hag down there. Well, I mean, what can you do? I guess you just kill a copper and get another blast, right?
You could also kill the sheepdog, but I'm not sure that's any good.
Yeah, what does it give you, really?
I mean, it gives you villagers for next turn.
Yeah, but you start with a village already, and if you buy one, I don't know. And you upset people if you trash your sheepdog.
But there wasn't.
Oh, never mind. There wasn't a village there. All right. Whatever. Yeah. In this case, surely that was, I guess, the correct move.
What do you buy now?
You're still too fat to get the wafer, I guess.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at some point you have to bite the bullet, I guess, but
Yeah.
okay, it just does it now. Yeah, now start gaining silvers, clean up some coppers along the way, and then
Yeah.
start buying provinces. Your province already here now, I guess. Oh, no, never mind, he still had to resolve the copper trash, or the trash.
Do you get a second wafer?
Yeah, I think second wayfarer looks good.
Yeah, and you just set, right? You just set from the next turn.
Yeah. At some point you can recruit the Sea Hag, and then you can recruit recruiter, so yeah, you're not running out of villagers.
I mean, you can always get the silvers, right? So you don't even need to do that.
Yeah, right. That as well. Yeah, wayfarer here, and then start provincing looks good. This looks like, I don't know, maybe he's considering farmland, like can buy provinces for 6 land, but I mean, why? Okay, does that.
Farmland and bar. I don't know. I feel like second. You want a second wayfarer simply because you want a little bit more draw, right?
Yeah.
Going into this green phase.
Yeah.
Just kill copper.
Yeah, I wouldn't recruit recruiter yet. No, maybe still just maybe still just a copper.
Gets a sewer.
Yeah, okay, this makes some sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine because he still hits 8. I mean, presumably he wants the bronze here, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I still kind of want this second wayfarer, but
well, I guess he doesn't.
because now what do you recruit? I mean, if you don't recruit a recruiter, then what do you recruit? Because if you trash a silver and a copper, then you only have, okay, this game is over. Then you only have 5 money left.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like a game 7.
So it looks like this wasn't like a super optimal play, but I mean, maybe it was good enough, right? That's what important.
5-2 and then Earth Gift and whatnot. This was just
Yeah.
too much.
All right. We get to see some more tea. We should be happy, right? Because who doesn't want the game number 7 in the finals?
Yeah.
What are the rules again? So if that tie is a win, or how does it work?
Yeah, tie is the win for the second player.
All right. Oh, this. So let's talk about money. How much is a win? Was it like 500 euro or something?
It's 500, yeah, and I think second place 300.
Yeah, so that's gonna be this game matters.
Yeah.
Hopefully it ain't gonna be something like a Beggar Gardens Rush or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess thematically it could be some big money game.
Why?
I don't know, because it is, it is a game for money, right?
Okay,
In a sense.
I didn't get that. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I mean, game 6 we were kind of, no, game 5 we were all kind of fooled and thought that Andy Smith is winning with the better trashing, but then Herald and Conspirators just turned it around.
Yeah.
And this one, yeah, the last one was just pretty lopsided.
That's true.
And then, well, there was also this game 2 where Andy Smith, I mean, was it game 2 with the King's Courts?
Yeah. It definitely. I mean, I wonder if Naismith later already realized that it wasn't, it wasn't a very good resign there.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay. I mean, those mistakes, like, they happen. I mean, I think usually Andy Smith resigns like at high moments, but at this point, he just didn't have the presence of mind to think, well, my opponent can't really actually take 3 of the, what was it, FedEx?
FedEx, yeah.
Yeah, and well, if you just have that false idea, then, well, you just resign, I guess, but it's not the case.
Well, yeah, everybody, please read an announcement from Dan Brooks, former Dominion Online champion. So if you get to play in the champion in the finals, do not resign. Yeah, that definitely looks like a reasonable advice.
Yeah, good advice for sure. I mean, to be fair, this last resign, for example, looked totally fair. I mean,
Yeah. So please resign if you play in the finals, but only if it looks reasonable.
yeah. So coming back to your question earlier, which number of championships this is? So there were Andy Smith, Dan Brooks, and Freaky, right? So this is number 4. Is that correct?
All right.
Did Freaky win it? Getting ready for the all-deciding game number 7.
Yeah. What was the? Oh, hey, Aku says that there was a 2017.
Okay, Mick one. Okay. Okay, so this is the 5th then.
It was Dan and then Mick, Ricky.
And Andy Smith.
Well, it's funny. I noticed that with every single year I perform worse than the previous one. I think the first year I was like in what you call it, in quarterfinals, And then every single time it was one one round worse. So I think the next one I'm gonna drop in round number 2 or something.
But then after that you get kicked out in round number 1, and after that maybe you win it. You win the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like the overflow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Meanwhile, the tea is over. Looks like.
All right, we haven't seen any chat, right? No GGs, no nothing. But now it's nice sportsmanship for sillypotter to wish good luck, have fun.
Yeah, in this last game. And hey, we have no events here, no nothing. Yeah, pretty. This board looks. It looks like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the most inspiring for game number 3.
God damn it! That's what. What do you even do here?
Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? I mean, attacking with legionary is kind of desirable, but getting thin is like a trader trashing your coppers.
Yeah, trader trashing copper isn't a thing, right? It's just it's
Right, you can't even trash here, right? Because I mean, you get silvers and you can't trash the silvers.
Yeah, I mean
So, yeah.
it just sucks. It really is disgustingly terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe you try to like you get like a couple of conclaves, couple of silvers, couple of legionaries, couple of golds, and do and start getting bronzes, something like that.
Maybe you go explorer actually now, for example. Explorer money.
Might be better than legionary. How likely is to hit the legionary attack? It's not very likely, right?
No. Okay, goes for the legionary. Yeah, I think I like this explorer, and then basically play like Lord Retting gain, buy like silvers on 3 and golds on 6 and bronzes on 8, something like that.
Yeah. I think actually it's a good material for for what you call it for this Geronimo simulator. Does legionary big money beat explorer big money? Say, I mean it's not that clear because we do have conclave kind of helps both a little bit, I guess.
Yes. And this was also going for the legionary, which is a bit surprising. But okay, guess now you can get a goal with sillypotter, so.
Not this time, explorer. Right, Seller looks, well, not too inspiring, but reasonable. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask, do you buy prawns here, or do you?
Yeah, it's a question whether, so sillypotter opts for a second gold, that would be a second legionary, I would assume.
Yeah.
Do you get a third one? I mean, you do have, yeah, alright, so he goes for a third legionary. You do have a Necro and Conclave.
Seems reasonable, yeah.
So Nasmith is up 6 points. Sillypotter must get a bronze here. Nasmith only has 1 legionary to Sillypotter's 3. Gets an explorer. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a nice seller. As good as it gets, and gets the attack in, which doesn't actually hurt it.
Yeah. It did hurt, right? Because now he drew the gold, so he end. Oh, never mind. There is another gold here, right? Yep. So Nathmis gets a second legionary. sillypotter. Maybe he draws. Go. No, he ain't gonna hit a bronze anyway, right? Discarded the what you call it, the conclave into the shuffle. So sillypotter gets ahead.
Wow, this is a lot of provinces. Ah, okay, this is
Both hit 7, so duchy time, I guess, for both of them.
Yeah.
Nothing looks resignable yet.
Yeah, Nasmith might hit province here with the seller.
Yeah, it is possible.
But yeah, duchy looks pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you ain't gonna mess around. You still have 11 cards in your deck, and you only draw 5 at a time. So by the time the shuffle is over, you know, a couple more provinces is gonna be out of the pile. So you ain't gonna really benefit from this bank or whatnot. It's just simply duchy.
Yeah, goes for the gold instead.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good. So that must be a duchy, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh my god, another. Oh no.
Is the last card a gold? No, is it?
I did not track that.
Yeah, me neither.
Gets another conclave. So Naismith hits a bronze, and he's in a really favorable position. And yeah, it looks like sillypotter was really kind of ahead, right? With imagine those 2 golds for 2 duchies, and now he would be doing quite fine. And here, well, I guess it's a duchy.
Yeah, still, I don't know. It's still pretty much everybody's game well.
That looks certainly like. Oh well, and that's actually over. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's not. It's not over yet because of a legionary attack, right?
Yeah. But I mean, sillypotter has to hope that Nasmith misses duchy, which he doesn't. So now it's. Yeah, I guess now he has to hope he misses his state. Well. That's not gonna happen, is it? Well, maybe.
I mean, everything can happen, but yeah, not likely.
I think sillypotter should stop it. Nah, should he stop attacking? Is that crazy? I don't know.
I guess you don't attack now, right?
Yeah, probably don't.
Although it's. I mean, with the Margrave, it would be surely stop attacking, but with the Legionary, I guess it doesn't make the whole lot of difference.
Game over.
Yeah. All right. So, hooray for Naismith.
Yeah, congrats on winning back to back.
Yeah.
Quite a fun finish. All the victory points were empty at the end. All duchies, all estates, all provinces.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's a bit pity that the last game was slightly, you know, not all that spectacular. But
Yeah.
that's what it was. It's also a part of Dominion.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was wondering if we should actually ask Anismith for a interview, but I think he's already gone here, so let's maybe wrap it up.
Yeah, well, anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and thank you, Psycho, for joining with the commentary. And yeah, see you all around.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for watching, and see you around. Bye bye.